Traditionally, the word generation has been used to describe family relationships. For example, that a three-generation household includes grandparents, parents, and children. The word generation is now more commonly used to refer to social generations, those born around the same time who experienced roughly the same culture growing up. The United States is currently populated by 6 generations: Silents, born 1925 to 1945, Boomers, 1946 to 1964, Generation X, 1965 to 1979, Millennials, 1980 to 1994, Generation Z, aka iGen or Zoomers, 1995 to 2012, and an as-yet unnamed generation born after 2013. I call them polars. Some marketers have called them alphas. Generations aren't just an American phenomenon. Most other countries have similar generational divisions, though with their own cultural twists. Not that long ago, it was difficult to determine whether and how generations differed from each other, even on average. More than one pundit has complained that musings on generations occasionally resemble horoscopes. They have a point. Many books and articles on generational differences are long on subjective observations, but short on hard data. Others poll a small segment of people and attempt to draw broad conclusions. With the age of big data upon us, that no longer needs to be the case. In these pages, you'll find the results of generational analyses spanning 24 datasets, including 39 million people. Nearly as many people as live in California, the most populous state in the U.S. With so much data, it's possible to get a better understanding of generational differences than ever before. Appreciating generational differences is crucial for understanding family relationships. Why is my teen always on her phone? Why do my parents not know what non-binary is? The workplace. Why are younger employees so different? Why does my boss think that way? Mental health. Which generations are more likely to be depressed, and why? Politics. How will each generation vote as they grow older? Economic policy. Are millennials actually poor? Marketing. What does each generation value? And public discourse. Why are more young people so negative about the country? Is putting your pronouns in your email signature just a fad? These questions capture just a few of the reasons why generations are endlessly discussed online. At a time when generational conflict, from work attitudes to cancel culture to "okay, boomer," is at a level not seen since the 1960s, separating the myths from the reality of generations is more important than ever. Studying the ebb and flow of generations is also a unique way to understand history. Events such as wars, economic downturns, and pandemics are often experienced differently depending on your age. Having dad at home because he was laid off during the recession might be fun for the kids, but terrifying for dad. However, history is not just a series of events. It's also the ebb and flow of a culture and all that entails. Technology, attitudes, beliefs, behavioral norms, diversity, prejudice, time use, education, family size, divorce. What your grandmother called living in sin is today's accepted unmarried partnership. What a teenager now considers entertaining, Instagram scrolling, is very different from what her parents considered entertaining when they were teens, driving around with their friends. Generational differences also provide a glimpse into the future. Where will we be in 10 years? 20? Because some traits and attitudes change little with age or change in predictable ways. The data, especially on younger people, can show us where we are going as well as where we are. Although people continue to change throughout their lives, our fundamental views of the world are often shaped during adolescence and young adulthood, making the younger generations a crystal ball for what is to come. I've spent my entire academic career, more than 30 years, studying generational differences. It all began when I noticed something odd while working on my college honors thesis in 1992.